like starting off with that video because what we're trying to do here is educate people on kind of what's going on in the marketplace. It stems around our currency and fiat currency, meaning paper money. So money that has been created by a government, it says this is good to pay for taxes. And therefore, because it's good to pay for taxes, it is accepted in our marketplace as legal tender for products and services. Okay? The challenge that we have is that our money's not going as far as it used to. Kind of get a witness to that, right? You see the price of gas, price of commodities, price of living life. It's challenging for most people today, and they're having to work multiple jobs just to support their families, where before they could have a one household income and the wife could stay home and raise their children appropriately. And now, those days are not really there for most people. We have the ability to do only what we can do because we are stuck with what's happening in the marketplace that is outside of our control. And so what happened a few years ago was a gentleman named Harold Seitz developed these KaratBars as gold as money in the marketplace. You guys have all heard of Bitcoins, right? You heard of Edison dollars, that kind of stuff. That's just like paper money. Totally intrinsic in value, meaning only accepted if you trust the currency because it's really backed by nothing. But gold, for 5,000 years, has always held value, a finite metal that's everyone's recognized. The difference is there's multiple grades of gold. We're dealing with currency grade gold, okay? 24 karat 999 certified currency grade gold in small grammage sizes, what could actually be used and transacted in the marketplace like cash money, but except this holds value, okay? So what we're going to talk about here in a few minutes as we go through this is something that is a paradigm shift for Americans specifically, because every one of you guys in our lifetime, this has been the reserve currency of the world. So what we do here in the United States of America is we have the reserve currency of the world that which we can print at will. That was started in August 15, 1971 with President Nixon when they took us off the gold standard. But we can print this at will and buy our own bonds with our U.S. Treasury to quantitatively ease the marketplace. Okay? And with that, we've had a lot of manipulation in things that have taken place. So we're going to go through this, but this might be a little bit of a paradigm shift and a program update for your brain. So what we're going to show you tonight, I always like to apologize in advance because it gets you thinking, which means you may not sleep very well for a few days, or maybe a few weeks. I haven't slept well for the last 160 days pretty much, right? Because we're out there sharing this with people because of the purpose that it has. This is an idea, a product, a purpose that has perfect timing in our history, okay? And so what we're going to talk about is what KaratBars is and how you can acquire far more gold from this system than you could ever acquire on your own accord. Okay, usually don't have the discretionary income to do what you can do with a system. I like systems because systems work for us instead of us having to work for it. So I'm going to pass these around. I want you to look at these. You have three different grades or quantities and values there, and you can feel the weight of the difference. If I take this out and this out, this has less value than this, only because this has a $100 print on it. Together, these things are worthless together. They are backed by nothing. This one just holds more purchasing power because we believe it does. Okay? And so, when we actually launched the $1 bill way back when, and it was printed, it was backed by 1.502 grams of gold. World War I and World War II took our purchasing power of the dollar to there. Korean War took our purchasing power to there. Vietnam War took our purchasing power to there. The Cold War took our purchasing power to there. The Afghan War took it to here. And the Iraq War has taken it to here. And the problem is it ain't coming back.